Welcome all PHYX tutorial class follower. My name is Waktola Belichu. In this video, we will be discussing on 2024 Ethiopian grade 12 entrance exam solution part 1. To get all weekly published video by this program, please like, share, and subscribe this channel. Instruction: choose the correct answer from the given alternatives. Question number 1. When a force F is applied to a wire of length L fixed at one end, the wire extend by X. The tensile strain of the wire is A, the extension X divided by the length L. B, the length L divided by the extension X. C, the applied force F divided by the extension. D, the product of the force F and the extension. The tensile strain, not train, I assume that's a typo, of a wire is defined as strain equals extension / original length equals X / L. So the correct answer is A, the extension X divided by the length L. If you want, I can also explain tensile stress and Young's modulus to make it even clearer. Question number 2. Which one of the following factors does not affect the moment of inertia? A, the axis about which the object is rotating. B, the size of the object. C, the magnitude of the object. D, the mass of the object. The correct answer is C, the magnitude of the object. Explanation: the moment of inertia depends on A, the axis of rotation. Different axes give different moments. B, the size of the object, e.g. radius or length. D, the mass of the object and how that mass is distributed. Magnitude of the object is not a standard physical quantity in this context, so it does not directly affect the moment of inertia. Question number 3. Which of the following describes the difference between static and dynamic equilibrium? In static equilibrium, A, an object is at rest, whereas in dynamic equilibrium, the object moves with constant velocity. B, an object moves with constant acceleration, whereas in dynamic equilibrium, the object is at rest. C, acceleration is 0, whereas in dynamic equilibrium the acceleration increases uniformly. D, an object moves with constant velocity, whereas in dynamic equilibrium an object is at rest. The correct answer is A, an object is at rest, whereas in dynamic equilibrium the object moves with constant velocity. Explanation: in static equilibrium, the object is at rest, velocity equals 0. In dynamic equilibrium, the object is moving at a constant velocity, still no net force or acceleration. In both cases, the net force and net torque are 0, meaning acceleration is 0. Question number 4. About an axis of rotation perpendicular to a plane of a couple, the force in couple produce A, non-torque. B, non-zero resultant force. C, torques in opposite direction. D, torques in the same direction. The correct answer is C, torques in opposite direction. Explanation: a couple consists of two equal and opposite forces whose lines of action do not coincide. These forces produce torques in opposite directions around the axis of rotation, but because they are offset, they do not cancel out. Instead, they create a net rotational effect, pure torque, without a net force. Question number 5. Which one of the following statements describes the difference between heat and temperature? A, heat is a transfer of energy due to temperature difference, whereas temperature is a measure of the average kinetic energy. B, heat is measured with a temperature in Kelvin, whereas temperature is measured with calorimeter. C, heat is a measure of the average kinetic energy, whereas temperature is a flow of energy from hotter to colder object. D, heat is an energy that flows spontaneously from colder to hotter object, whereas temperature is a degree of hotness and coldness. A, heat is a transfer of energy due to temperature difference, whereas temperature is a measure of the average kinetic energy. Explanation: heat refers to the energy transfer between substances or systems due to a temperature difference. Temperature is a measure of the average kinetic energy of the particles in a substance. Question number 6. Which one of the following statements does not describe the relationship of physics with biology? A, physics and biology are interrelated to each other in the study of vision and detection. B. Both physics and biology use to study how air vibrates in vocal cord. C. Both physics and biology are mainly concerned in the interaction of large number of particles. D. Newtonian mechanics and biology are used to explain why cheetah is fastest animal. The correct answer is C. Both physics and biology are mainly concerned in the interaction of large number of particles. Explanation. This statement is not accurate because physics, especially statistical mechanics, often deals with large numbers of particles, but biology is more focused on complex systems like cells, tissues, and organisms rather than on particle-level interactions. The other options describe valid interdisciplinary connections between physics and biology, such as envision, vocal cord vibrations, and biomechanics, e.g., explaining cheetah speed. Question number 7. Which one of the following is correct relation of physics with medicine? A. Modern medicine imaging instruments are developed with knowledge of medicine and later used by physics. B. Medicine is a branch of physics dealing with nuclear reaction. C. Physics is a branch of medicine that sets standards during medical diagnosis. D. A discipline called medical physics deals with principles of physics in medical diagnosis. The correct answer is D. A discipline called medical physics deals with principles of physics in medical diagnosis. Explanation. Medical physics is a recognized field that applies physics concepts and techniques to medicine, particularly in areas like medical imaging, e.g. MRI, X-rays, radiation therapy, and diagnostic equipment. The other options are incorrect or misleading in how they describe the relationship. Question number 8. A ball is released from height h. It then rises to maximum height of 1/2 h after collision with the ground. Neglecting air resistance, which one of the following statement is correct about the ball's mechanical energy? A. Mechanical energy after collision is less than mechanical energy before collision. B. Mechanical energy of the ball increase while moving downward, but decrease while moving upward. C. Mechanical energy after collision is greater than mechanical energy before collision. D. Mechanical energy before collision is equal to after collision. The correct answer is A. Mechanical energy after collision is less than mechanical energy before collision. Explanation. Since the ball only rises to 1/2 h after the collision, some mechanical energy was lost, likely as sound or heat during the collision. Mechanical energy is not conserved in inelastic collisions, which this is an example of. The other statements either misrepresent conservation of energy or describe impossible increases in mechanical energy without external work. Question number 9. A glass tube of radius 30 millimeters is inserted in a bowl which contains methyl iodide of density 2.28 kg/cubic meter. If the contact angle of the methyl iodide in the tube is 30 degrees and the surface tension is 0.26 N/m, how much height does the methyl iodide rises through the tube? A. 0.52 mb, 0.66 mc, 6.6 m. D. 0.066 m. O. Find the height the liquid rises in the capillary tube. We use the capillary rise formula. H equals 2 cos theta rho grh equals rho gr2 cos, where gamma equals 0.26 n/m gamma equals 0.26 n/m surface tension. Theta equals 30 ring operator theta equals 30 ring operator. Contact angle. Rho equals 2280 kg/m3 rho equals 2280 kg/m3 density. G equals 9.8 m/s2 G equals 9.8 m/s2 acceleration due to gravity. R equals 30 mm equals 0.03 Mr. equals 30 mm equals 0.03 m tube radius. Plug in the values. H equals 2 times 0.26 times cos, 30 ring operator. 2280 times 9.8 times 0.03 H equals 2280 times 9.8 times 0.032 times 0.26 times cos, 30 ring operator. Cos, 30 ring operator, is almost equal to 0.866 cos, 30 ring operator. is almost equal to 0.866h equals 2 times 0.26 times 0.866228 times 9.8 times 0.03 equals 0.45032669 is almost equal to 0.00006726 m equals 0.066 mh equals 2280 times 9.8 times 0.032 times 0.26 times 0.866 equals 6692.40.45032 is almost equal to 0.0000626 m equals 0.066 m. Correct answer D, 0.066 m.